Hello and welcome back to Berserker, and in the previous episode we just created our own faction. So this is obviously when we have probably the most critical time in the game, apart from obviously at the start. Well, does it matter? I'm actually not entirely sure, to be honest, because here's the thing. When you start the game, you have nothing. So obviously if you get defeated, it's not really that big of a deal. However, now we have a town and we're going to have to try and defend it against potentially overwhelming odds. And so far things are going quite nicely. As you can see right here, we're currently escorting a caravan because I am attempting to try and well, should we say, curry favor with the various notables in Phykeon itself. I've just been doing auto resolves here because these guys are just so incredibly easy for us to eliminate. There's really no point in going in manually or anything like that. Hopefully you understand that. Otherwise, we're just going to be continuing to donate as much of our armaments as possible, and I've also reached 75 leadership. Hopefully I'm going to be able to get more of that as time goes on. As you can see, we also have Nielsen in our army here, and he has been picking up a whole bunch of pretty cool units actually, and we can only hope that he's going to continue leveling those up at a brisk pace, because that's exactly what we want him to do. We really want him to gather a decent army, because he's doing that thing again where he basically provides a lot of units to the various garrisons that we just so happen to take. And while that is actually something that I prefer, I don't really want it to happen all the time, if you know what I mean. But generally, I think it's a good idea. That's the reason why I'm leaving it enabled, because I think that there's actually an option that you can turn off if you want to. I'm just going to go in here. Oh yeah, by the way, I managed to find an Empire companion. Yeah, I managed to find an Empire companion, and he is now the governor of Phykeon. I should probably try and find another one just in case, because no doubt it's going to... Yeah, this guy. Here we go. Because no doubt we are probably going to be in a situation that will need another Empire companion, and they're very... I don't know why, but they're super rare. They're very, very uncommon to come across, so it's definitely a good idea to have one in reserve just in case. So that's the reason why I'm taking this guy along with us, and hopefully we'll have a decent time there. Anyway, the Crusade also declared war against us. I mean, I guess we can kind of assume that that would be the case. As you can see, they're attempting to take Phykeon now, which is really not great, because that means that... well, I have no way of not doing it, basically. I have to literally either go over there or sacrifice the task. And I don't really want to sacrifice the task because we've been doing this for the past 10 minutes or something like that. Or, I mean, I have been doing it for the past 10 minutes and you've just joined me in the sort of later stages. So I can only hope that Phykeon is not going to get taken. Really? Another stop? You absolute imbeciles. We need one. And you need to go back to Poros. You... okay, I have no idea what's going on at Phykeon. I suppose we could take it back if it does get taken, because it's not going to be garrisoned with a huge amount of units, and I have no idea the size of the army that is currently attacking it, so I guess it's probably a good idea for us to just finish up the task while we have the opportunity to do so, because if I go back and then I find that the army itself is so incredibly... Ah, there we go. Oh, and I failed the quest. Really? Really? I don't even know what to say to that, to be honest. I mean, here's the thing. I wanted to try and get loyalty, right? I wanted to try and get loyalty. What am I supposed to do in that aspect? Oh yeah, Phykeon's rebels. Yeah, as you can see, look at this. Look at this guy's army. It is absolutely impossible for me to defend against this guy. Like, he has 800 actually, 860 units. It's impossible for us to do anything about that. So it seems to me like I will have to do something else. So what should I do? I could try and take Onira actually from the Crusade. Although they're going to be very, very close by to us. I mean, look, there's only 114 here, so technically we could take that. I think that might actually make sense. So let's just attack this guy. Or not. Oh no, there we go. We got him. Okay, so let's just attack this guy. And offer you one chance to surrender or die, and so on and so forth. We're declaring war against you, sir, and I will auto-resolve against you and take you prisoner as well, because no doubt we are going to be taking this very swiftly indeed. Or at least I can only hope that we will be able to do so. Yes, so this is exactly what I was talking about before, where we have a very, very critical moment, and it's very frustrating in a sense, because on the one hand, you're thinking to yourself, oh yes, we finally made our own faction, that's fantastic, that's great, that's really good. But then on the other hand, you have these kinds of situations, and why am I declaring war? Oh, are you serious? I literally just declared war against the Karakurjit and not actually against the Khuzait. That is hilarious. Yes, that's another thing that they also tend to do nowadays. Okay. Yes, okay, I want everything. Give me all your... You're my prisoner now. Enough talking, now march. There we go. Now we're going to declare war, and then we're going to go in and hopefully be able to take Onira. There's only 118 here, so we should have a relatively easy time. I'm actually just going to go over to my perks here. We finally have 275 as we gained in the previous episode, so we're just going to do that. And we have 2 perk points to spend in leadership as well. So let's just take a quick look here. Additional 8 morale at the beginning of battle when you're defending. Also increase the rates of recruiting tier 4, 5, 6 prisoners by 50%. And the same thing here. However, yeah, I much prefer the 8 additional morale and recruiting people faster that are higher tier. And plus 1 town loyalty per day. In my opinion, that is absolutely fantastic. But that does depend on you being the governor, so I'm not entirely sure. But we're probably going to take it, I think. Actually, should we? Yeah, I think we probably should. Yeah, we're going to take Heroic Leader there. And we're almost 100 leadership as well. We can only hope that an army does not appear that's really, really strong. I could probably take these guys, but if anyone else comes along, we're done. Oh, they literally left? I'm super surprised about that. Okay, it's because Akalat has come under siege, I assume, and they're going to try and defend that. So let's just lead the assault here, and we'll see what we can do. Now, this is obviously one of those times where you really do want to try and secure your place in the world. And that's the reason why I said it was so critical, but then obviously they came along with an absolutely enormous army. And I think maybe if I'd stayed in the walls, I would have been able to defend, but then just think about this. If I stay in the walls, I'm not doing anything else. I'm just literally standing there, waiting for enemies to potentially arrive, and they might not, you know? That's the whole point. They might not even bother to turn up. They might be too concerned with fighting against someone else. And in that case, then that's obviously just a huge waste of time. It's a huge waste of my time. So that's mainly the reason why I'm always extremely dubious about leaving or staying either way. Hello, sir. Hello, people. Good. Let me through here. Let me through. Thank you. Oh, yes. Murder him. Thank you very much. Murder him too, or not, as the case may be, because apparently these guys are insanely difficult to murder. There we are. Kill him. Yes. Nice. Jump down. Jump down, block a little bit, and do a little bit more damage. Oh, I really wish they would not raise their shields right now. That would be nice. Okay, come on. Yes, use the stairs to our advantage. That is exactly what we want. Thank you. Goodbye. And I think we should be absolutely fine now. Yes, I think we should be absolutely fine. It is just a case of us eliminating the rest of them. Bear in mind that obviously, as we go forward here... Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, I love the two-handed axe. Good work, that person that suggested making a two-handed axe. It is extremely fun to use, as you might expect. I mean, really. Running around with a massive two-handed axe where you are literally just murdering everything. Bear in mind that I do have the Berserker skill as well, which increases my damage when I'm beneath 50% HP, or at least I think it is that. So I think it's 50% HP. But yeah, that is making a huge difference to our ability to deal damage here. And I'm just going to come up here and see if there are... Oh, really? No one? There's no one that wants to get cleaved? Oh, well, never mind. I'm disappointed. Oh, well. Hello, anyone else? Nope, doesn't seem like it. And there you go. Alright, so we ended up losing a very small amount of units, which is fantastic, and now it's going to be one of those times when Aeneason is just going to do that thing that he does. Yes, isn't he? He's just literally going to place all of his units, all of his newly recruited units in the garrison, and then I am going to be forever sad. Oh well, never mind. Okay, so we are just going to show mercy once again. Now, bear in mind that I actually believe that Onira is a much better fief than Phykeon, because there are so many more notables here. There are only 3 notables in Phykeon, and there are 5 here. So, in my opinion, that's super nice, and I much prefer this one, especially considering the loyalty, as you can see, is also much better than it was in the other place. So, I'm actually kind of hopeful that we might be able to do something here, and I'm talking about actually making a difference. So let me just go in to manage the town. We're going to be putting this guy in here, I guess. Going to sell all the prisoners, and we are going to do the improved garrisons. Now, here's the thing. I'm actually not entirely sure. I kind of want vanilla recruitment, to be honest, because when I was waiting at Phykeon just for a little bit of time just to regenerate, I saw no garrison troops being recruited. And I'm not entirely sure why that is. We're going to put 350 here. I feel like, considering we have... this is our first fief, we really do need, you know, a little bit of something extra, you know what I mean? To try and help us out in the beginning stages here. So that's what we're going to try and do. Anyone here that I could maybe possibly recruit? Azarai, Vlandia. Ah, there's another Empire person. Okay, fantastic. We might take her. I mean, we have 3 Empire people right now, so should be pretty good, right? Should be pretty good. Anyway, I'm just going to wait here for some time. We're going to see what happens, because obviously, look at this. There are so many Southern Empire armies in the area. That's the reason why I actually thought that I might be able to get away with going on a task and, you know, actually getting a little bit of extra loyalty for my town and everything. Anyway, let's see if I can deal with these poachers. Where do I need to go? Oh, over here. Fantastic. Okay, that's pretty close by. I'm happy with this. Okay, so now let's have a look. I need to wait until nighttime. Please don't besiege it. Please don't besiege it. Please don't besiege it. Crossing fingers right now. Please don't besiege that. Okay, thank you very much for not besieging. Let's go in against the poachers here, and we're just going to murder them really, really fast. Or at least I will try to murder them. Oh yeah, I forgot to save. I really need to save after I take something, to be honest, because you never know when it's going to crash. And someone did say that I should maybe just remove the dismemberment mod. And that's the thing. I actually don't think it's that. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I don't really know. But it seems so stable sometimes, and then it seems like it can just crash at any moment. I don't know. It's kind of strange. But anyway, I'm going to actually just go for a really, really zoom. No, yeah, I should not have done that. I killed both of them. I killed both of them in one fell swoop right there. That was actually fantastic. I'm really low in HP right now, but that doesn't matter. We're a berserker. We will murder everything in our path. Murder him. Yes. Murder all of these guys as well. There we are. Fantastic. Boom. Get him. Are you serious? Come on, they cannot run faster than you. Yes. Get him. Fantastic. Oh yeah, that was fun. Okay, that was really, really fun, even though I did end up taking a huge amount of damage. But yeah, that was actually really, really enjoyable. Anyway, there you go. A nice little victory against the poachers there. And we are... Oh, I guess we'll just donate this experience. Like, why not? And we'll just level these guys up, no problem at all. Yeah, so generally, I would say that Onira is much better. Oh, hello. Hello there. Ooh, I don't think you want to besiege this, sir. I don't think this is a good idea, sir. Is it? Is it a good idea for you? Huh. I'm kind of intrigued about this. I'm kind of intrigued because obviously he has 540 30 combat strength. But I actually don't think he's going to be able to really do anything against us. I really wish the Aserai were at war against the Crusade right now. Are they at war against the Crusade, actually? Let me actually just take a quick look. No. Oh, look at this. Our war strategy. Your vassals will be more inclined to take defensive actions against this enemy, such as responding to enemy raids. Yes. Yes. Defensive. Thank you very much. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, I had no idea that they had that ability now, but that's very nice. And as you can see, yes, the Aserai are not at war against the Crusade. Look at my look at my combat strength for my faction. It is absolutely pitiful. Oh dear. Oh well, never mind. Let's hope that my medicine skill is going to do a good job. Okay, so they've actually gone in there now, haven't they? Can you please just give me the... Yeah, okay, they've gone in there. So let me see if I can just attack. Help Onira. Okay. Whew, this is... Okay, let's save. Because this is a big-ish, you know, larger battle than normal. So let's just save just to make sure that it doesn't crash. And then you know, at least we'll be able to return to this point if necessary. Okay, so let's see what we can do. Let's go for a nice little loose formation right here. And I am very, very low in HP because of my wonderful snafu that I made in the previous fight, where I used the super fast mode for catching up to the opponent fast. But yeah, I did not obviously expect an army to come out of nowhere, but this just makes it that much more thrilling, I suppose. So we'll see, and we'll just hope, cross our fingers, that we don't end up potentially dying really, really badly. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna basically stay here. Really wish I had a... You know, I wish I had a mod that give me the ability to, like, bandage myself or something, or to apply first aid or something like that, so it gives me back, like, 30 HP or something along those lines. That would be kind of nice, but oh well, never mind. I mean, obviously, that's maybe not the most, not the most realistic, is it? No, not the most realistic, but still, you know, it would be kind of nice to have an ability to sort of regenerate my HP in some way or another, even if that is to do with consuming some kind of item or whatever. Anyway, oh, hello there. Murder them. Murder these guys. Murder these guys. Come on, get them. Ugh, how annoying. Yes, all of them are fantastically annoying. Hopefully we're going to be able to eliminate most of their cavalry. I told everyone to charge in here because generally I feel like charging in actually works with Berserker-ish units, and I think they have a much higher chance of being successful in their efforts to murder the enemy than it is if we just tell them to hold position, because they're just going to get murdered by a bunch of archers in the meantime then, and that's obviously not going to work. Get him. Yes. Murder him. Ah, nah. It's not lengthy enough. The axe. Okay, so far so good. Oh, so far so good, he says, and then gets murdered. Okay, I'm actually able to control additional characters though, so obviously that's pretty fantastic. And I am going to be able to show you my wonderful ineptitude at using a polar. Never mind. Oh, that was actually quite nice. That worked out. Cool. Okay, yeah, I think I don't even need to worry too much, to be honest, about my forces here. I feel like I have a pretty decent chance of achieving victory here, surprisingly enough. That was a nice hit as well. 68 damage versus that opponent, especially in the chest too. You wouldn't expect such good damage from, well, me in the first place, but yeah, hitting in the chest is usually not going to deal that much damage. And bear in mind that most enemies are going to have much more HP than normal because obviously I have the HP scaling mod. So obviously that does make a big difference. What is going on here with the huge amounts of cavalry that the enemy has? I mean, yes, I know that they're the Crusade, but look at how many. They literally have an insane overabundance of them. I don't even know what's going on with that. But anyway, if we can defeat these guys we should have a pretty easy time of, well, holding position, basically. If we were inside the walls right now, this would have been a foregone conclusion, to be honest. This would have been one of those easy mode siege defenses, if they actually went through with it, of course. But as we may or may not know about alliances, it doesn't seem like they actually assist you with the fighting of your opponents, which is kind of strange to me, but oh well, never mind. I think this is a victory for us, to be honest. Surprisingly. It actually seems as though we have stopped losing people now as well, so our casualties have completely stopped, and I think I'll probably just go for a nice little super speed up here, and that should be a victory for us. Yeah, pretty nice. And we were able to defend Onira against the overwhelming onslaught of the Khuzait. And how many did we lose? 26. Actually, we only lost 8, because Nielsen obviously lost the most. And he obviously has some relatively low tier units as it is, so it's actually not even that big a deal. Look at our renown values as well that we're gaining there. Really, really nice. Gonna take this guy prisoner, take this guy prisoner, take, well, everyone that I can prisoner, and then we will just be leaving with these, and I will be selling them. I think I will be selling them at the very least, because if I sell them, it actually results in a lot of money gain and also a lot of skill gain. For why am I not seeing the donation thing? Why am I not seeing the experience donation thing? That's kind of weird, right? Isn't that kind of weird? I think that's kind of weird, but I guess I'll just try it out and see what happens. But yeah, generally, that was fantastic. That means that, yeah, we're going to have a really good time here now, or at least we've kind of tested our mettle as best as we can against the opponent. And look at that, 48,000 gold, and I think that we'd probably get about 3 skill points in roguery as well. Let me actually just take a quick look at roguery to see if there's anything good with it. Because if you look at it, that's really good, actually. Hero prisoners gain a 25% better deal from ransom brokers. That's super nice. So it would be good if we could potentially get that. So I think we're going to continue selling prisoners. Oh, we actually only got 2. Oh well, never mind. That's absolutely fine. I don't mind that so much. And let's just recruit a couple more people. As you can see, the loyalty is now only losing us 0.47, which is not too bad. And we do have a decent amount of food incoming. Security is okay. Prosperity's good. Militia's good. Once that starts increasing, the loyalty is just going to automatically go up. And bear in mind that once I have a good amount of leadership as well, I think steward skill might actually help me out here too, but I don't think I have anything. Wait a minute. Is it actually going to help me? I think maybe it does. What is that thing? Because I had this in a previous series. It doesn't seem like this is it, actually. I think it's called Parade or something like that. I think that might be charm skill. Yep. There it is. That is the thing that I'm talking about. Ha. It seems like I may have made a slight error. Yes, a slight error. It's not that big a deal, but generally, if you're not going to get charm for anything, then get it for this. Because if you're going to make your own faction, or generally if you're going to have a lot of towns under your control, then Parade is one of the most powerful perks in the game. And I'm not over exaggerating here. I am literally being very serious, because +5 loyalty per day. Think about how long you stay in a town. I mean, let's just have a look here. It's summer 20 at the moment, right? So how long am I going to wait here while I rejuvenate my forces? Well, it's probably going to be quite some time. Hello there. We're being besieged. Let's join the defense. There's no way you're going to be able to take this. I'm sorry, Yana. I don't think there's any way that she's going to be able to take this, to be honest. And hopefully the Southern Empire or something is going to come along. Is anyone actually at war against the Khuzait? Increases renown gained from battles by 50%? What? Yes? Thank you. Wow. That's actually crazy. I mean, we're pretty close to tier 5, but isn't there tier 6? Isn't tier 6 a level as well? I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, point is, isn't there anyone else at war against the Crusade? Yes, they are at war against the Southern Empire as well. So I'm very much hoping that the Southern Empire will turn up with one of their larger armies, and they might decide to maybe assist us, if at all possible. That would be really, really useful, please. I mean, well, never mind. It's probably not going to happen. Anyway, let's just increases equipped shield hit points, increases equipped crossbow damage. That does not help me. So I'm going to be taking the ranged siege engine build speed increase by 10%. That is the thing that I will be taking right now. And then we'll see what happens. I mean, obviously, if they decide to go in here, this is going to be a huge error on their part, in my opinion. I don't think they're going to be able to really do anything against us. And there's a ransom offer. Okay, what are you... Are they actually going to go in here? Oh, no. They're actually building catapults. This is a huge mistake on their part, by the way. They're losing a lot of units by doing this because they're just allowing their catapults to be destroyed, and they're not actually building trebuchets. If they would build trebuchets, that would be very, very easy for them. And as you can see, they're now wanting to attack. Yes, they're now actually wanting to attack. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to... Can you tell what I'm going to do? Yes, I'm going to end this episode off here. I know. A bunch of you are now cursing my name. And that is completely understandable because, in general, cliffhangers are annoying. But it is going to be very exciting to actually do a proper siege defense in the next episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.